Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Unlimited Power TCG, in which we get to reveal a pair of cards from the upcoming Set 6 Secrets of Power coming in November from Fantasy Flight Games of Star Wars Unlimited. And I am going to make you watch this video all the way through to get these, unless it's been out on the internet for a long 10 minutes and has already been shared all over the place. But please watch it. I'll be your friend if you do. I'll probably be your friend if you don't, but we're going to say anyway. So, without any further ado, let's hop into these absolute meta-defining, the most game-breaking cards you've ever seen in a reveal video or any other such media to date. So let's begin with the first one. We have, what do we have here? We have a slightly blurred out photo just to amp up the drama ever so slightly, a tiny bit more. But let's go into it and see what it is. Yeah, okay, it's not the most game-breaking meta-defining card in the world, but it's pretty cool. 4 cost, 2/5, ambush raid 1. If we balance that out, that would be a 3/4 with ambush worth 1 on the power curve and power budget. Raid 1 on top of that is pretty good, so you can ambush in for 3 damage for 4 resources. Isn't necessarily amazing. A lot of units tend to have 4 hit points or higher that people are playing to dodge the ping and target town metas at the moment. However, you can use this in one potential fairly obvious combo if you're running it with Boba Fett, Daimyo in a green, white, yellow deck. Then you could be ambushing for 4 on a 4 cost unit, which is not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, that's pretty good. It also has a little bit of synergy with my second card, which we're going to be showing. I couldn't think of any other real major synergies or combos to run with this one. Well, there's quite a few with the second one at the very least. So the second one we've got is a red aspected card. 3/4 is on the power curve for a 3 cost unit, so even if it didn't have an ability, that'd be average. But the ability is interesting. When played, you may deal 1 power to a friendly unit with 2 or less power and ready it. Doesn't sound too amazing. When you pay 3, you get to ready a 2 cost unit and attack with it. But wait, you can beef it up with things. If the 2 power unit has like raid on it or something, then you can get more damage out of it for the cost of 3, and leaving the board state with a 3/4 unit on board, which is fine. The most raid units that exist at the moment are that have 2 power raid 2 that I've been able to find at the very least. So you're paying 3, you're getting 4 damage out of it, and that's fairly good. There's a whole bunch of them. This is just indicative of one of them. Although if you wanted to, you could beef it up a little bit further with something like Clone Cohort, giving it raid 2 on top, so it would have raid 4, so you could get potentially 6 damage out of this for the cost of 3 resources and dealing a damage to the unit. So that's the thing. It doesn't specify if the friendly unit has to be on the ground or space, so it's versatile in that regard. And it doesn't specify if it's a leader or not, so it could potentially be used on a leader. There's a couple of high-powered, meta-relevant leaders at the moment that have 2 power and could make use of this, especially since it's in colour and in aspect for speed. That could be potentially useful. You also see a lot of Cad Bane around at the moment, particularly running red through Tarkin Town, and he's a power 2, raid 2 character, so this could have some use for Cad Bane and get a fair bit of damage out of him, which would be quite nice, and dealing 1 damage to him doesn't really make much of a pain to him when you've got 8 health. But that's not the most broken combo I could come up with for this card, and there is a pretty tasty one. If you've come up with any more interesting powers or synergies for this card or the previous one, I'd really love to know them. Do please say so in the video comments below. Fifth Brother has potential. He is a power 2 raid 1 character, but of course his raid gets higher the more damage he's got. So let's say you use this, and at the point of attack he's got 3 damage on him after you've put the 1 damage on him from this. He could be doing 5 damage after you've readied him, which is fairly nice. But let's take it a bit further. Let's put on the aforementioned Clone Cohort, boosting his raid by 2, which is great. And if you want to make him hit even harder, let's start beefing his health up a bit. Why not? Because villain red-blue is obviously well, not necessarily obviously, you might not be following all of this stuff. Villain red-blue is a pretty powerful and meta used combination of aspects at this particular moment in time through Kylo and Talzin, if not others. So if we were just using these cards here, and the fifth brother was at his limit after the Academy Disciplinarian had been played and deal 1 damage to him to ready him, he would have 6 damage on him. So that would be 2 plus 6 is 8, plus 2 for the raid 2 from Clohort is 10. That's you've paid 3 plus the cost of the upgrades, and you've readied him, and he can do 10 damage. And obviously you could stack that even further, because Clone, Cohort, and Resilient are not unique upgrades. It could get silly, which could be kind of fun, and I would love to see that. It would be great. It's kind of obvious, but I do want to say thank you very much to Fantasy Flight Games for offering me these cards to reveal for you today. Thanks for watching to the end. I appreciate you almost certainly didn't have to. And cheers. Thanks very much. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.